Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And I'm Darth Vader.
Hey, Peter. God dang it, Bobby.
Welcome back, guys, to 191 Media. My name's Obi-Wan Kenobi,
And I'm Darth Vader.
and today we're going to be doing a Halloween special where we have a short, lighthearted discussion on our favorite non-holiday holiday, Halloween. Halloween can trace its history back to the ancient Celtic traditions, with a festival called Samhain, where people would wear costumes to ward off ghosts and light bonfires. In the 8th century is when things changed, and Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a day to honor All Saints, and this later became known as All Hallows Eve. Then, after even that, it became known as Halloween. What would you say your favorite part of Halloween is, and have you always celebrated Halloween?
Yeah, my favorite part of Halloween is just dressing up in any kind of weird costume I want, but the past few years I've dressed up as Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Darth Maul. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and this year I'm doing like a joint costume with my sister and her husband. We're going as a band called Ghost. So I really like Halloween as a holiday. I think it's just really fun to meet up with your friends and just show everyone what kind of costume you get every year. And it's kind of an expensive holiday, but I think it's pretty worth it. What about you?
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like you said, it's a reason to kind of just meet up with friends and hang out. And, you know, like when you go to parties, usually people aren't wearing just street clothes or maybe, you know, a little bit fancier. In this case, it gives people a chance to express a little bit of character, be a little funny, you know. It's a nice change up of things, and I honestly wish it was a holiday because it's fun to throw Halloween parties and just hang out with friends and family, right? And I have celebrated it for, I guess, since long as I can remember, just going trick-or-treating when I was a kid and dressing up then, and even going trick-or-treating later than I should with friends just to get free candy.
Yeah, oh, exactly. I think I forgot to answer that last question, but yeah, I've celebrated Halloween for as long as I can remember, even trick-or-treating as long as I was 18, I think. So,
Dang,
yeah.
I got cut off after 17.
I thought you were gonna say cut off after 7.
What are some of the craziest costumes that you can remember?
I think one of the funniest costumes, maybe not craziest, but the funniest costume I've ever seen was I went to a show with Matt, and it was I think it was called May the Bass Be With You. It was like in honor of May the 4th, Star Wars Day. And a guy was all he was wearing was a thong and a Darth Vader helmet. So I thought that was pretty funny. That was probably one of the craziest costumes I've seen.
I also have one from a show we went to together as well. It's actually I forgot the name of the show, but it was a Halloween show last year, the drum and bass show we went to. And I don't know, man, people at festivals and electronic shows are so funny. I find that people love to dress up with those things anyways. But the guy, what he was wearing, I didn't understand what his costume was at first because I was trying to figure it out from kind of a distance. And essentially I saw this guy and I don't know how he rigged this up, but he had it looked like a shower, like you know, the old kind of showers where it's just a metal rod and it goes up to the shower head. And then there's like gold streamers coming out of there. And then there's like a shower curtain around there, like a map shower curtain. And I was thinking for a while, it's just like, what is this guy? He's dressed as like a bathtub with a shower curtain. And then I looked, and when I saw this golden streamers, then I went up to this guy and I was like, hey man, are you dressed as a golden shower right now? And he's like, you figured it out. So that was probably the one that I can actually remember. Like,
He was probably so proud of himself.
oh yeah, like his costume is huge. It's literally like 10 feet tall that the shower head just went off his back. It was a funny one.
Nice.
All women are queens. She prays for God.
Do you have any favorite memory or story of a Halloween that you've had in the last, you know, many years?
Yeah, we had a party last year and one of our friends decided to get on the floor and reenact the Mustafar scene from Revenge of the Sith. And he was pretending to be Anakin and he was writhing on the floor, just cursing and writhing in pain, pretending to be burning alive. And we just reenacted the scene. I was Obi-Wan and he was Anakin. I just thought that was like one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But when I was a kid too, I was dressed up as Anakin from Attack of the Clones, very obsessed with Star Wars as a kid too. And we went to Pizza Hut for some reason for Halloween.
No one out-pizzas the Hut.
So what are some of your favorite stories from Halloween 2, Matt?
Halloween 2, that was a great movie from, I believe, the 80s. It's hard to say, I can't really remember a specific one, but of course, as a child, you know, dressing up, going trick-or-treating with friends, getting free candy, that was always, you know, something to look forward to. But I think as you get older and you pass the age of going trick-or-treating, I think like we discussed, you know, getting friends together, dressing up, having a party, just everyone hanging out, I think is almost better than getting free candy. Especially when you're older, you know, you work, you have a job, you can just buy candy if you want it. Like, it's the social aspect, right? I think that's my favorite memory. Nothing specific, but just the experience in general. What did General Grievous look like?
He was a cyborg.
Alpine Cranberry.
So what's Halloween gonna look like with COVID-19, Matt?
I think it's gonna be tough for a lot of the kids this year because they, you know, they're saying still that Halloween's still a go for kids. We're basically like, you're supposed to hand out candy, but from a distance. Like, they said build like slides to shoot the candy at the trick-or-treaters and put up signs on your house if you're handing out candy or not. So I think in the sense of getting candy, yes, there's gonna be still candy available for kids to go door to door. Probably not as much because people are a little bit worried. But for the older crowd like ourselves with parties and things, I think it's still gonna happen. I mean, I'm even throwing a Halloween party, but following like local guidelines. So it's strange because it's kind of a gray area. They say you can throw a party, but they say make sure you have sanitizer and masks available, and then everyone should be 6 feet apart. So, I mean, if you have a big enough place and you have like 30 people, but you're 6 feet apart, I guess it's okay. But yeah, nothing too big from my end. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree with pretty much everything you were saying. I actually saw a video online of, I think it was some politicians, they were passing candy from one area to the next just through a little pole pretty much, and it was going into people's bags, Halloween bags, and just like so weird thinking about how it is now. And you know, like I feel like a lot of people just won't go to the door and answer too.
Yeah, I think, yeah, there'll be a lot of lights off this year, or people just, won't even give out candy at all. Just because, yeah, like you said, that aspect of, hey, you know, even though you have, let's say you throw candy at the kid, like still, right? Like that kid could
just throw it out.
Yeah, you just
get out of here.
Take your candy and get out. But basically, yeah, like it's gonna be strange, right? Because of course, understandably, people are worried. You can't be too careful, right? Like all it takes is some random guy to just sneeze in passing, and guess what? You're infected, right? Sneeze by you. Some kid throws up on your lawn. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been another 191 Media podcast. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi.
And I'm Darth Vader. And if you guys like our video, please take a moment and like, comment, or subscribe.
You'll do this now.